What's going on, guys? Brian from Prop Hunters, presented by StreamEast Sports Network. Here on All-Star Game Sunday. Got the new format tournament to kind of break down and give you our best picks for. We've been up and down a little bit this All-Star weekend. Had a good Friday. Saturday was tough. I think the three-point shootout was a letdown for a lot of people. Didn't have very high scoring from any of the guys. I think only 2 players went over their props, which compared to last season where you had 7 guys go over their props, was a bit of a big left turn compared to the trends that we've been seeing. That being said, I think All-Star Sunday, there's lots of opportunities for us to get back in the winning column like we have been. We've been crushing it in college basketball. Shout out to my boys in blue taking out Ohio State on their home floor today. If you follow our Facebook page, you would have got that play at plus money. Hopefully you threw the FanDuel boost on it and got yourself a little bit more juice on that. And you got some funds back in the account to play for Sunday. So just to get into the rosters real quick, again, it's that race to 40 format that we seen on Friday for the Rising Stars Challenge. In the first matchup, you're going to have Team Chuck and Team Kenny squaring off. The dots next to Antetokounmpo and Anthony Davis just symbolize that they're not playing today. So injuries have held them out for their teams in the regular season, and you're not going to see them here on Sunday. So that being said, looking at the rosters, I would give it's hard to judge them just simply off the players and their talent being a glorified scrimmage. So really what I'm looking for is guys who are young, hungry, maybe first-time All-Stars who want to make a name for themselves, who are still enjoying this process compared to some of the older guys who are used to the old format, have played in some meaningful 12-minute, 4-quarter games, who I think may have a hard time taking this new quick tournament seriously. So, that being said, here are your rosters. You got Team Shaq in the second matchup for the OG team, they call it. As you see, it's got all the familiar faces and names that we've been seeing the past 10, 15, 20 years. Shout out to LeBron James. You could say that, 20 years. And they will be squaring off against Team Candace there on the right, who is the roster comprised of the Rising Stars champions plus Amen Thompson, who, could have been a champion himself possibly had his twin brother knock down his free throws. What a bad beat we had there on Friday. Guy has 5 points going into the end of the game. He gets gifted 4 straight free throws, and he can't knock down a single one. So that's the life of a sports bettor, man. Everything looks green, and it looked like the pressure got to him there, which is a bit concerning for me as a Pistons fan because that game shouldn't have meant much, shouldn't have been a big deal for him, and he kind of got up there and choked. So no other way to put it. That being said, let's get into that first game, props we like. So this is Team Chuck versus Team Kenny, and we're going to be looking at, on the young guys, Team Kenny, Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. to get 3 rebounds. Now, if I bring back up that roster one more time real quick, you will see that Team Kenny does not have a ton of size. They do have some rebounding guards like Cunningham, and Jalen Williams is not a guard, but he's a rebounding forward for sure. I don't think I know Evan Mobley's been here before. He's kind of a veteran All-Star weekend. I think Jaren Jackson is just a bit hungrier. I think he's going to get the minutes, which the new guys typically do. So I believe this is his first All-Star game. And with the lack of size on this team, I can see the international guys chucking up a lot of shots. And I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is good to wrangle in 3 rebounds at about even money. I really am liking this pick. Very minor juice to pay. So that will be our first prop for today. And looking at the next prop, let me kind of hide those rosters to help out a little bit. This is going to be on the other side, the international team. We got our guy from the Dominican, Karl Anthony Towns, the big cat. Kind of in the MVP discussion this year, and I think he's going to make a big statement today in the All-Star game. at least a decent statement with 6 points. So not a hard line for him to get. I can definitely see him knocking down a 3 or 2 and cashing this. A couple drives to the rim, couple big dunks. I know Jokic is not going to do anything besides pass today. He's proven that in all the other All-Star games. He is the anti-All-Star game poster child. So if you're taking Jokic props today, I hope you win. I hope you're seeing something I'm not. But we are definitely fading Jokic today, and part of that is going to be buying in Karl Anthony Towns. So 6 points for the same little juice, minus 114. We'll play that. We'll pay that. And, 2 props for the first game, I think we're good with that. We like that. Remember, this is an all-star game. These are fun plays. Nothing I would probably put more than a full unit on at most. But, to each their own. Just bet responsibly. Make sure that you diversify. And, set limits when you need them. But going into our next game, game 2, we got 3 props for this game. We'll start with the Team Candace, the Rising Stars team. And like I said, that team, pulling up their roster, a lot of young guys who are going to be hungry to make a name today. I think they're going to play hard. I don't know if the moment will be a little too big for them to knock down shots when, you're on the floor there with some of the biggest names, some of these guys, childhood heroes that have been playing basketball long enough, that these guys grew up watching. But I think we're going to go with Amen Thompson today for, 3+ rebounds. Now, there's a little bit more juice on this at minus 138, but Amen Thompson is Team Candace's pick from the losing squad. So obviously she likes the guy. She's going to give him some minutes today. He's an energy guy. He likes to get the ball, get the break started in an all-star game. That's kind of a big part of it always, is getting up and down in transition. So I could see him getting tip-ins or putbacks on the offensive end as well. His points props are a little bit juiced for a guy who don't shoot too well, but we will take him for 3+ rebounds. I think he's going to be playing a lot of small ball center. Zach Edey ain't getting up and down the floor. Trace Jackson Davis, I could see him getting a lot of points or a lot of minutes. We do like him for 4+ points at about even money as well today. But we like Amen to get his 3 rebounds and cash a quick prop for us. Another prop that we're looking at for today, guy who's had a huge all-star weekend, is Stephon Castle to get to 10 points. Now, these odds are a lot longer compared to what we've been playing so far. So, if you like a little bit more bang for your buck, you're going to like this one. Castle has been the unquestioned leader of all the Rising Stars in this all-star weekend. I would say all 4 teams, he looked like the most dominant force on the court. He's the primary ball handler there for Team Candace. I think, his assist props are not a bad play either. However, I see him get to that elbow jumper. I see him knock it down time after time, and I think that the OGs are not going to be, guarding the mid-range, even the way some of the Rising Stars teams were trying to get into this game. So I like Stephon Castle for 10 points. He's kind of been showing out, making a name for himself, and I think he's going to continue to ride that momentum and that wave into the game today. So just to give you some props on the other side, another final play for us today is going to be Steph Curry and Dame Lillard to each hit 2 3-pointers. So, Steph Curry, hometown player, plays for the hometown team in the Warriors. Damian Lillard, hometown kid, born and raised in the Bay. Both these guys, I think, are going to be motivated to at least put some shots up for friends and family that are going to be in attendance. They're definitely 2 of the better shooters in our game. Dame should be warmed up after the 3-point shootout last night. So 2+ 3s at plus 220. This is definitely going to be a final play for us, and something that I see is very gettable. And, these 2 plays combined, you hit these, and, you're in the win column for the night. So, yeah, those are our game 2 props that we like. And then last but not least, looking at some game picks for you today. No same game parlays available through FanDuel, but we were able to get 2 straight money line parlays for the game ones of the tournament. And so basically, I see this as a pick 'em. Now, some people have been laying the heavy juice, putting their whole bankroll up to win a little bit, and I mean a little bit, at minus 590. The spread is just too big, even against an all-star team with the Rising Stars team, for me to play. The juice on the money line is too big to play. So the way I see it is whether you like Team Chuck or you like Team Kenny in the first game, go ahead and put it in a parlay with Team Shaq, who's definitely going to take care of business. We're going to see LeBron and Steph in the finals. I believe that with 100% of my heart. And we like Team Kenny in the matchup, honestly. The young guys, the hungry guys, against, the international guys who we know kind of have a disdain for this American style of play, and these all-star games that are the exhibition games that are pretty pointless. I think Team Kenny gets it done. And plus 138 is nice, but throw Team Shaq on there and get that juice up there to plus 178. That's even better. So that is the 2-leg parlay for the money line picks that we like tonight. And I wish that you could pick Team Kenny to beat Shaq in the final specifically for, I'm sure, what would have been good odds. But FanDuel doesn't offer that line, so we're just going to play Team Kenny and the Young Stars to win the whole tournament outright. So that's getting the first matchup, the first to 40 matchup, and then cashing on the first to 25 in the championship. I think it's going to be the young guys versus the old guys. I think they're going to have the speed, the athleticism. I think they're going to be locked in and engaged more so. And they've got some outside shooting ability. They've got some playmaking ability. They've got some defensive ability. I see them having it all. So Team Kenny and the Young Stars to win the tournament outright is our pick today. So, yeah, that's 7 picks for you this All-Star Sunday. So hopefully that's enough action to get you guys excited, get you guys going. Let us know in the comments who you like for MVP. I don't see us making the MVP pick before the game, just because you got the 2-game format. So it's a little bit more grueling when your guy might not even, he's got to win 2 games to even be considered for the award. So we're not going to make a pick on it. We're not going to put any money on it. But let us know in the comments who you guys like. If I'm just looking at the rosters, kind of going for fun, not even looking at any odds or anything, off the Team Kenny, I think that we really like either Jalen Brunson or Anthony Edwards to lead their team to victory. I know that those 2 guys are bucket getters. I know that they can show out in any situation, whether it be a regular season game or an exhibition game. So if I'm picking an MVP pick, it's between one of them 2. So again, like, comment, subscribe, share. We got more plays on Facebook for you guys at StreamEast SportsNet. We play every sport. We've been raking in college basketball. Parlays, straight plays, everything's been falling for us lately. So make sure you follow us there to get those plays. And we post everything, win or lose. So 100% transparency over here. We're not trying to lie to you or sell you a dream. We're trying to cash in with you. So that being said, I'm Brian from Prop Hunters on StreamEast Sports. Thanks again. Hope for an exciting All-Star Sunday. So have a good one, guys.